Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Todd Gessley, Director of Northwest Spotlight on Mission, and over the next few days we'll be bringing reports to you every day from the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta, Georgia, right here where the General Conference session, the 59th General Conference session of the Seventh-day Adventist Church is taking place over the next 8 days. I'll be bringing you little pieces of news about what people in the Northwest are doing, seeing, and experiencing here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Kind of amazing right now that you take a look at this check-in room. This is just registration. The North American division, there's hardly anybody there, but look at all the other divisions. It certainly is great to be a part of an organization where, even though I'm only 6%, it's a world organization. Great. Makes me want to sing, you know. Red and yellow, black and white, all are precious in His sight. World Church, big time. Arrived here last night, temperature 95 today, taking advantage of my being cool for a few more minutes before I put on the uniform. But well organized and certainly an amazing place to have a world convention. Everywhere I go, there's people that you know and people you want to say hi to. Even coming down the escalator, I had to bump hands with about 4 different people from all around the world. What an incredible experience. I wish every church member could be here, so that's likely why Todd's taking the video, so you can be. Now the next thing is, will they know my name? Kind of like meeting St. Peter at the gate. Hopefully when I tell them my name, they'll say, "Oh yes," and not, "I don't know you." But we'll see. Just a minute, I'll find out. Well, here I am, and I'm hoping that you'll know my name.
Oh, sure.
I mean, when I tell you what the name is anyway. The name is Pfeiffer, P-I-F-H-E-R. There's my name.
Okay, there's your bag.
Now the idea is I put my name in here.
That's correct. And don't forget to read.
Yeah, I get it. Here you go.
And then this goes on. Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
And don't forget this information.
Please don't forget that.
Do I get some big bag full of
Right
stuff?
there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
I tell
And
you.
your voting card is in your red notebook.
Very good. You know,
It's it.
I'm Mary Jo Lauderdale.
very good. My name was there.
Hi, I'm Cindy Chamberlain for The Gleaner, and I'm sitting in front of the Atlanta Dome session right now. It's called Quiet and Still, but in a few moments, Adventists from all over the world will be entering. It's going to be the largest gathering of Adventists in approximately 5 years.
Here we go. Just went through the delegate process and got my delegate bag for the General Conference session. I don't know what's in it, but we'll see what happens. First of all, I got this attractive looking bag, as Vanna would say. And then following that, I open up the first pocket. And obviously right now it's empty, but I'm sure they'll find ways to fill that up for me. Opening up the large pocket, I take a look and I see, whoa, I have myself some reading I'm supposed to do between now and tomorrow morning. At least that's what they tell me. All of the things that have to be done for constitutional changes and votes that are taken, everything but women's ministry. Then also in here we've got, proclaiming God's grace. We have definitely some advertisements of things that are going on, and it looks like there's a little summary. This is what this is, of all of the progress that's happened in the North American, I should say in the world field, over the last 5 years. So this is the booklet that they'll be going over to give their reports. Always impressive, and always one of those events that says God is working all over God's world. Then, and here we've got some good stuff. First of all, it looks like, I've got an Adventist World Radio. Now that's kind of interesting. Has a digital display clock on it, a radio alarm, and my guess is they're going to find some way that the only channel I can get is AWR. Basically, materials from around the world that will demonstrate that God's church is still in the publishing work, and definitely lots of communication going on all the time. And the list goes on with items from the North American division that will indicate that there are good things happening in the world church. I am actually delightfully surprised with all the material that we receive in the delicate bag. And putting it all back again so that I can go and get my uniform on, you know, because you got to kind of look like you're a delegate now. Before the meetings begin today at 2:30.
The excitement is building right now, but below you can see they're working on the stage. We've had piano tuners coming in, we've had musicians beginning to practice, and we've had the chairs being put up for the delegates. You can just feel the excitement in the air. Also, many people find people that they recognize going down the hallway, in which you wouldn't think from all over the world that, you know, here in another state you would find people you know, but you see people recognizing each other everywhere they go. It's just an exciting time right now.
Hi, I'm Phil White. I formerly pastored in the North Pacific Union Conference and the Washington Conference, and had something kind of dramatic happen to me last evening. I was over in the CNN Center in the food court, and while I was walking through there, a gentleman came running up to me and started calling out, "Pastor Phil, Pastor Phil." And then he started speaking Russian. Of course, I couldn't understand what he was saying, but found a translator there, and he began to share his story with me. In 1993, when I was pastoring the North Cascade Church in the Washington Conference, I had gone to the city of Saratov with a team of with an evangelistic team from my church there, and we held a 6-week campaign. And this man's daughter, Luba, who was 11 years old at the time, came to each of the meetings by herself, and at the conclusion of the meeting she requested baptism. The church leaders were quite concerned about baptizing this young girl with no other family support, and we dialogued about it and finally convinced them that she should be baptized. And so we baptized Luba, and then I challenged Luba to go out and win her entire family. Luba is now 28 years old. She's a physician, a pediatrician there in Saratov, practicing medicine, and through the years she has won each member of her family. And this man who came up to me last night was her father, Slava Tishna, who became a Seventh-day Adventist 10 years ago. This man was a very hard man. I had met him. He was not interested in spiritual matters. In fact, he was a member of the KGB and worked as a guard at the Berlin Wall in East Berlin and was there when the wall came down. He eventually his heart softened and he gave his life to Christ, and he is now here at this 59th General Conference session representing his field as a delegate to this World Congress. And so I just praise God. It's just amazing how God can work.
This has been Northwest Spotlight on Mission.